gloomy night in autumn.
An obscure street in London, muddy, dirty, and deserted.
Mean and a miserable house.
A bare and wretched attic chamber.
And a grotesque one-eyed man.
Well, there's a pretty girl. Uncommon pretty. Here have I been, what is it? 6 weeks of following up this blessed old dowager, Mrs. Sliderskew. And Joe the boys run regular to see the while. That's the worst of getting in with an audacious chap like Nickleby. You never know when he's got done with you. You go in for a penny, you find you're in for a pound. £100 in gold for finding her and getting back this Madeline what's-its-will. Yeah, I never saw a file like that old Nickleby. To see how sly and cunning he grubbed on, day after day. A worming and a plodding and tracing and a turning and twining of himself about till he found out where this blessed Mrs. Peg was hid. And laid the ground for me to work upon. Oh, but creeping, crawling, gliding. Oh, out of everybody's depth he is. Ah, well, sure. Pretty nigh time to wait upon the old woman. Pretty sure that if I'm to succeed at all, I shall succeed tonight. So, one quick glass. Just to wish myself success and put myself in spirit. Mrs. Squares. Young Wackford. Annie. Here's your help. And me's first person singular, the nominative case, agreeing with the verbict, governed by squares understood. And if it isn't, you don't know any better.
What's that?
Well, that is a bottle, Peg, you see?
Of course I see.
And this here is a
glass.
Let's see, Peg. I fill the glass, and I say, you're El Slider, and I empty it.
Oh.
Oh. I fill it once again, and I hand the glass to you.
Your help.
That's right, Peg. Well, you understand that anyways. Now then, Peg, how's the rheumatics?
Oh, they're better, much better, thank you, sir.
Oh, you look a great deal better than when I first come here.
Oh, well, you frightened me.
Oh, I did?
Okay, you knew my name and where I ganged from and the reason why I was hiding here. No wonder I was frightened, eh?
Oh, yes, well, yeah, I understand, Peg. But, say, there's nothing of that kind takes place that I don't know about, see? I'm a sort of a lawyer, Peg. A first-rate standing and of understanding, too. I'm the intimate and confidential friend of nearly everybody that's got into a bit of a difficulty by being a bit nimble with his fingers, see? See, I'm a... What's the matter, Peg?
So he wasn't married after all.
Oh, no, he wasn't, Peg, no.
And some wee lover came and carried off the bride from beneath his very nose.
Ah, that's right, Peg, yes.
Oh, so... Tell it me again, eh? Will ye? Tell it me again. Beginning at beginning. Now, as if you'd never told me. Tell it me again. And then who knows? I might show you that bit of paper you're so keen to see.
Oh, mighty slider.
I might. But only if you tell me how the old goat lost his dainty bridie. Go on.
Well, certainly I will, Peg. Certainly I will. But after you've shown me the paper, Peg, then we'll drink the health of Arthur Gride.
All right then. But only if you promise to tell me the tale, will you?
Oh, I will. Of course I will.
Right. Then here he is. Well, he said it was his beauty. He's lost his beauty now, eh? Lost both of them. So, what's it say?
Told Madeline to come of age or marry the said Madeline. That's it, this is the goal!
Hey, where are you going?
Out and finish with you, Peg.
What was that you saying? I can't hear you.
I said I'm going, Mr. Sliderskew.
No, but what about the tail and the twisting about the grade? You can't just get up and leave me.
What's this?
That's him.
You, Mr. Squeers?
That's her.
What's this? What's going on?
I have a warrant issued on the advice of these two gentlemen.
Apollos.
Yes, Peg, yes!
That's right. Hey, it's that lunatic you take your
Hey,
to
boys.
me. I've done nothing to hurt nobody. I've done nothing to hurt nobody. Leave it, no.
Mrs. Squeers,
Mrs. Sliderskew. Not so much, eh?
No, Mr. Knowles. We must go home and tell my uncles what has happened.
And the next day, halfway through the morning, Ralph Nickleby sat alone in the solitary room where he was accustomed to take his meals.
What is this that hangs over me? I can't shake it off. I'm never ill. I've never moped and pined. But what can any man do without rest? Night after night goes by, I have no rest. I sleep and I'm disturbed by constant dreams. I wake and I'm haunted by this heavy shadow of... I don't know what. One night's unbroken rest, and I should be a man again. Noggs? Noggs! No. Where is he? Noggs! Yes, here we are.
Is this the residence of Mr. Nickleby?
I'm that man.
A letter, sir.
Thank you. What's this? Most urgent. Matters come to light. We will explain it. Dreadful news. What, are the old fools mad? Or is this, by its wildness, another waking nightmare sent to haunt me?
And like a haunted man, without his hat or coat, Ralph stumbled through the door into the street.
At first, he drifted aimlessly, a sleepwalker.
But then his pace grew brisker and he almost ran. The streets and people swirled around him.
The noise of London merged into a single roar.
As Ralph sped on, he scarcely could tell why, toward a house in Somerset.
Door! Door! Where are you, Snorley? Door!
Oh,
I want to speak to your husband, ma'am.
he's not in. Gone away.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, yes, I know, but still he's gone away.
Oh, tell him I saw him through the blind above. Tell him I must speak to him most urgently.
There's nothing that he wants to say to you, except there wasn't him that forged the letter. You or schoolmaster did that, so don't you try to lay it at this door.
He sets me at defiance, does he?
Yes, he does. And so, sir, so do I.
And so Ralph turned again.
And hurried back through different streets.
Across the city, to another house.
Whose windows were closed shut.
Whose blinds were drawn.
All silent, melancholy, and deserted. Right!
What? Who's there?
Right! Come down!
Hush, no, go away.
Let me in!
No, don't speak to me. Don't knock. Don't draw attention to the house. Just go away.
I'll knock, I'll shout, I'll swear till I have all your neighbours up in arms until you tell me what you mean by lurking there!
I mean, it isn't safe. Please, don't speak to me, please. Just go away.
How's this? They fall from me and shun me like the plague. How they've changed! These men that used to lick the dust from my feet. I will know what it is. I must. At any cost.
And so, Ralph set off once again and crossed the river.
And determined now to hazard everything, came to the meagre house in Lambeth where his tried auxiliary, the schoolmaster, had lately lodged.
Hello. What can I do for you?
An old woman, old, wizened, deaf, on the top floor.
You what?
And a man, short, stunted, with a leer, one eye.
Yeah, I know them people. What do you want?
I want to know where they are now.
They're gone.
Gone where?
Gone with the constables. The police office, I'd think.
The police office? Where is the police office?
Now that I know.
And in the Lambeth police office, there was a kind of waiting room.
And Ralph was shown to it and told to wait.
Shortly afterwards, two officers admitted Ralph Nickleby to Mr. Wackford Squeers.
Yeah, I say, young fella, you've been and done it now.
You've been drinking.
Well, not your Ralph, I can assure you, me old codger.
Why did you not send to me?
Well, me locked up here all hard and fast, and you all loose and comfortable there.
It's only for a day or two. They'll give you bail. They cannot hurt you, man.
Well, I suppose that's right, if I explain it all. Prisoner, he says, the powdered head. You've been found in company with this old woman as you were apprehended in possession of this here document. In absence of a satisfactory account, I shall detain you. Well, what I say now is I can give a satisfactory account. I can hand in my card and say, I am the Mr. Squeers as is therein mentioned, sir. Whatever's wrong's no fault of mine. I'm merely the employee of a friend of mine. My friend, Ralph Nickleby of Golden Square.
I tell you once again, they cannot hurt you, man. We'll devise a story for you. If you need £1,000 security, you shall have it. All you have to do is keep your wits about you and keep back the truth.
Oh, that's it, is it? That's what I'm to do. Well, I tell you, Mr. Nickleby, what I do, I say, is up to me. What serves me most. And if I find it serves me to reveal your part in this, then reveal it's what I'll do. My moral influence with them lads is tottering to its basis. Double L. All. Everything. Accomplice weapon. You be up and adjective not down. S-Q-U-double-E-R-S. Squares. Noun substantive. An educator of youth. And some total. It's all up with Squares.
So, this fellow turns against me as well. I was struck with fear, where yesterday was all compliance and civility. They will not budge me! I will not move an inch.
And so finally, with a reluctant and grudging step, Ralph Nickleby set course towards the city.
He had not eaten or drunk anything all day. He felt sick and exhausted, and his every sense was numb, except for one of weariness and desolation.
I want to speak to Charles Cheeryble.
I am he.
You sent me this morning, asking, demanding that I should come here at 7:30 o'clock. It's only shortly after I'm here. Since no one bids me to a seat, I'll take one. I'm fatigued with walking. And now, sirs, I wish to know, I demand to know, I have a right to know what you have to say to me that justifies the tone you have employed.
Very well, sir. Brother Ned.
Oh, this is a good beginning. Oh, yes, you are candid, honest, open-hearted, fair-dealing man. To tamper with a fellow like this, who'd sell his soul for a drink and whose every word is a lie. Oh, this is a beginning.
I will speak.
Oh, yes, you'll speak.
I will speak and ask, who made me a fellow such as this? If I would sell my soul for drink, why wasn't I a thief, a swindler, a robber of pence from the trays of blind men's dogs rather than your drudge and pack horse? If my every word was indeed a lie, why wasn't I a pet and favorite of yours? A liar. When did I ever fawn and cringe to you? I served you faithfully because I was a poor man. You talked just now of tampering. Who tampered with the Yorkshire schoolmaster? Who tampered with a jealous father, urging him to sell his daughter to old Arthur Gride? And tampered with Gride, too, in a little office with a closet in the room. You mind me now? And what first set this drudge to listening at doors and watching close and following? His master's cruel treatment of his flesh and blood, his vile designs upon a young girl that made the miserable and drunken hack stay on in service in the hope of doing her some good, when otherwise he might have easily relieved his feelings by pummeling his master soundly and going to the devil. I'm here now because these gentlemen thought it best. And when I sought them out, as I did, there's no tampering with me. I told them that I wanted their help to find you out, to track you down, to finish what I'd begun, to help the right. And that when I'd done it, I'd burst into your room and face you man to man, and like a man. And now I've done it, I've had my say. Let anyone else have theirs, I've done at last. So far away.
Go on.
It is simply told.
We knew about the deed and how Gride had acquired it. And we heard from neighbors of the great to-do Gride made when it was gone.
Our dear friend, Mr. Noggs, acquainted us of Squeer's visit to you. And as you and he pursued Peg Sliderskew, we in our turn followed you, and then the schoolmaster, and found the house in Lambeth, and procured a warrant to arrest them for possession of a stolen document.
The woman and the schoolmaster, and most of all, the deed, are now in police possession.
Charles! You have not the man to deal with that you think you have.
Oh, what's this?
Merely that I've not heard one word of proof of all your wild allegations, and that I spit on your fair words and your false dealings, and that there is law still to be had. And I will call you to account. Now take care, sir. You've said enough already. I advise you say no more.
Then we have not said enough.
No, indeed.
What would you say, sir, if we told you that the man Snorley had confessed?
Snorley? I say he was a frightened coward, and his confession was probably forced from him.
And if we told you that the boy was dead?
The simpleton
is dead, indeed.
Why, then, gentlemen, I forgive you everything. For this news, I'm in your debt and bound to you for life.
Oh, it's unnatural.
It is.
But you dredged my nephew up to add to all your lies. Why, this man's a felon, a convicted criminal.
You asked, sir, for our proof that that broken boy was not the son of Snorley.
You have no proof.
Our proof is not concerned with papers or confession.
Oh, what is it, then?
It is that we know that that poor boy was another's son.
Oh, another's? Whose?
Yours.
What?
Do you remember what, a quarter of a century ago, a family in Leicestershire, a father and a daughter, a father that you'd wound into your net, that you cheated like you cheated me, but a daughter that had grown attached to you because, he was young then and charming in his way, and she could not believe that he was not the family benefactor, and who fell in love with you, Ralph Nickleby, and married you. But of course it had to be a secret from the father. He was rich, and if he'd known, the daughter would have lost a great inheritance, and that would never do. would it? So, a secret wedding and a little secret son. Put out the nurse a long way off so as not to interfere. And then as time passed, began to see her less and less. Stayed up in London making money. And your wife, a young girl, alone in a dull old country house. And eventually she couldn't bear it anymore, could she? So she ran off, didn't she? And you ordered me to fetch the boy, to keep him from her, didn't you? And you had used me ill and cruelly. The boy was hidden in an attic. Neglect had made him sickly, and the doctor said he must have a change of air or else he'd die. You went away 6 weeks. When you returned, I told you that the child was dead. I think I realized. You missed him after he'd gone. You missed someone who thought well of you. He brightened up your house and made a little laughter in your halls. And you missed him, didn't you?
So the boy was not then dead.
Sirs, I make no excuses for myself. You can say I was harshly treated and driven from my real nature, but I'm guilty. Yes. I stole the boy and took him to a Yorkshire school, and paid the fees for 6 years, and then went away and came back, went to look for him. I couldn't find him there, he'd gone. So came to London and confronted him. No use! And then, a month, 6 weeks ago, I saw the boy. He was sitting in a garden. I knew his face. And he, I think, knew mine. The school was run by your friend, Mr. Wackford Squeers. I gave the boy a name. Do I need to tell you?
Creeping from the house and slinking off like a thief.
Groping like a blind man.
Ralph Nickleby went from the city, took the road to his own home.
The night was dark. A cold wind blew, driving the clouds before it. And there was a dark, black, gloomy mass that seemed to follow him.
Not hurrying in the wild chase with the others,
but lingering sullenly behind and following him.
He passed a poor, mean burial ground, a rank, unwholesome spot where the very grass and weeds appeared to tell that they had sprung from paupers' bodies. And Ralph peered in through the iron railings.
And then they came towards him, full of shouts and singing. A group of fellows full of drink, in high good humor. And one of their number, a little weazened, humpbacked man, began to dance.
Hardly bring himself to turn the key and open up the door.
And when he had, and closed it with a crash behind him,
it felt as if he had shut out the world.
There was no light. How very dreary, cold, and still it was.
He groped his way towards the stairs and climbed up to the very top.
To the front garret.
Which was now a lumber room.
Here, Ralph remained.
I know this room. This room is where he slept. I was his father. But he didn't die here. And he didn't die with me. He died elsewhere. But if he hadn't, if he'd been brought up here, might I have been a comfort to him? And might I have been a different man? A man like my nephew. Or my brother. Nicholas. But instead to be held up in the worst and most repulsive colors. To know that he was taught to hate my very name. Ralph! Nickleby! To wound him through his own affections. To strike him through this boy. All love is cant and vanity. Who's that?
Is that Ralph Nickleby?
What do you want with him?
I'm from the Brothers Cheerable. They want to meet with you tomorrow.
Tell them they can see me tomorrow.
At what hour?
At any hour. What time they like. All times will be alike to me. That hook. The big black hook in the ceiling. I never noticed it before. Perhaps he noticed it. Perhaps it frightened him. It frightens me. But it will bear me. Oh. U-T. Cast. A noun. Cast out. Home. Less.
And some weeks passed, and the first shock of these happenings subsided.
Madeline was living in the house of friends of the Mr. Cheerables.
Young Frank was absent.
And Nicholas and Kate were trying in good earnest to stifle their regrets and live for each other and their mother.
And there came one evening a favor of Mr. Lincoln's daughter.
An invitation from the brothers Cheerable for dinner on the next evening but one.
An invitation comprehending not just Nicholas, his mother and sister,
but their good friend, Miss Nickleby, too.
Who, much to the astonishment of Mrs. Nickleby, was most particularly mentioned.
Now, we took the liberty, dear friends, of naming 1 hour before dinner, as we have a little business to discuss which will occupy the interval. I wonder, Tim, would you be so good as to escort dear Mrs. Nickleby and Miss Nickleby, too, to show them something of the house, perhaps, and perhaps to tell them something, too?
It will be my great pleasure, ma'am, and ma'am.
Well, certainly.
Not another word.
Now, Kate, my dear. Tell me, have you seen Miss Madeline since your return to London?
No, sir. And I have not heard from her.
Not heard from her? What do you think of that, then, Brother Ned? Is not that sad?
Sad. Very sad indeed. The whole thing's so upsetting that you'll forgive me if for a moment I withdraw myself to another room.
Poor Brother Ned. As I have explained to you before, sir, often, always such a prey to his emotions. Now, we were engaged, I think, upon the topic of Miss Madeline, who becomes, as you know, on her marriage entitled to a certain sum of money.
Yes, we know that.
In fact, a sum amounting to £12,000 from the will of Madeline's maternal grandmother. One could say quite a dowry.
You did receive our letter,
Oh,
sir.
yes, yes, we did. You both explained your feelings. Yours for Miss Madeline and Kate's for nephew Frank. You had resolved, despite those feelings, to renounce all thoughts of love and matrimony and to live instead just for each other.
Yes, sir, that is our
a very
resolve.
noble sentiment, but still perhaps a selfish one.
Not selfish, why?
Why? Because of other people's feelings. For an example, those of Brother Ned and I.
I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand.
Well, you don't. You don't see why we're offended. To have it thought that we were such mean judges of two persons' characters. To think that we'd consider for a moment that your love for Madeline or Kate's for Frank had anything to do with money. Oh, come, how could you think so?
We did not think that, sir.
And worse than that, much worse. To think that you yourselves would be corrupted and debased by marrying those very people that you'd set your hearts upon.
Sirs, I thought we'd made it plain. We have. My sister and I have learned nothing in our journeying so strongly as we've learned what happens to the kindest and the noblest and the gentlest people when their souls are tainted by the touch of money.
We have seen our father, sir, and our uncle. The one who was most dear, the other who should have been, destroyed. One by the want of money, the other by having it and loving it too much.
Oh, Kate. Nicholas, how can you be so blind? They stand in front of you. No, you cannot say that, Ned, and you cannot say that, Uncle Charles, but I can. But you see before you, Kate, Nicholas, two men who walked barefoot to London, penniless and hungry, and who have made their fortunes. And have they been tainted or debased? Have they been made ignoble or ungentle or unkind? Well, you see them, Nicholas.
Frank. Frank.
Yes, returned most unexpectedly, without so much as a presentiment.
As is his wont.
But with him, someone else whose feelings we might take into account.
Madeline, you've heard all this.
Yes, I've heard.
And they've told you everything.
Yes, they have.
I told you, sirs, in confidence, my feelings for Miss Madeline. I've no idea, of course, if they, what feelings she has entertained. Do you understand?
I understand what I have understood since we first met. And I understand that since then you have changed.
Oh, no.
And that you cannot see me anymore, but can only see £12,000.
Oh, Nicholas. It's someone who has been through what you have been through, who has striven as you have striven, who has learned what you have learned, could think that it is right to sacrifice our happiness for such a superstition. To believe that there are any barriers between us that we cannot surmount.
Our happiness.
Oh, Nicholas, how could you think that I ever felt otherwise?
We are overruled.
So it would seem.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Well, Mr. Nickleby,
Oh, quick.
this is most...
Everyone away, talk amongst yourselves.
Of course, it is very pleasant if it is true, but if it is not, it is most... Mr. Cheerable, can this be true?
Oh, not only can, but is.
Didn't keep him in suspense as long as you said you were impatient, what I call it.
What? Do you hear that, Brother Ned? From Tim Linkinwater, who has been wearying us from morning until night?
Charles, it's all true. The man is a wild young fellow. Well, he must sow his wild oats, and then perhaps in time he'll become a normal and respectable member of society.
I am sure that Mrs. Nickleby agrees,
Well,
dear brother.
Well, now, isn't it a pleasant thing to people like us to see young folk we're so fond of brought together?
Yes.
It's almost something that would make one think of getting wed oneself. Now, isn't it?
Oh, nonsense, Mr. Lincolnwater.
Now, is it? Is it nonsense, really?
Whatever would the brothers say?
Ha! Why, Miss Nickleby, bless your soul. You don't suppose I'd think of such a thing like that without their knowing it? Why, they left us here on purpose.
Oh, I can never look 'em in the face again.
Now, come. Let us be a comfortable couple. We'll live in this old house. We'll sit and talk. Or sit and sit. Quite calm and perfectly contented. Oh, let's be a comfortable couple. Let's, my dear.
Oh, Mr. Lincolnwater. Since you put it in that most affecting fashion, yes.
Miss Nickleby!
There's not, I swear, another woman like her in the whole of London. I just know there ain't.
Mr. Lincolnwater.
Dear Mrs. Nickleby, I wonder might I be granted the incalculable privilege of escorting you to dinner? And everyone.
Mr. Nickleby.
Yes.
Miss Madeline. Forgive me.
Of course.
Nick.
Newman.
Yes, it's your own Newman. My dear boy, I give you everything. All health, all happiness, every blessing. It's too much. I can't bear it. It makes a child.
Where have you been? How many times have I asked for you and been told I should hear before long?
I know. They wanted all the happiness to come together. I've been helping them, you see. Nick, look at me. Look at me.
How many times have I wanted to buy you such a suit? You'd never let me.
Oh, I didn't mind what I was then. I couldn't have borne to put on gentlemen's clothes then. They'd have reminded me of old times. Made me miserable. But now, I'm another man. My dear boy. I can't speak. Don't do anything. You don't know what I feel today. You can't. You never will.
I can. And think I do. Come. Let's go into dinner.
And never was there such a dinner since the world began.
And at the end of all the toasts and speeches, Nicholas took Kate aside
and whispered to her that in all his happiness there was still one dark cloud and that his joy could never be complete until it was dispelled.
And the next day, they both set forth to book a place for Nicholas on the coach to Greta Bridge in Yorkshire.
And on their way back to the Strand, as luck would have it, they passed by a little theatre,
on which was displayed a boldly printed bill,
announcing that tonight would be the positively last appearance of the celebrated company of Mr. Vincent Crummles and his wife and family.
My dear young man, my dear young man. Mr. Crummles, this is a most happy chance. May I introduce my sister?
It's a pleasure. It's a double pleasure meeting you, Miss Johnson. I'm delighted, I'm quite delighted with this chance to say goodbye.
Goodbye? Why are you going? Where?
Oh, yes, haven't you seen it in the newspapers?
No.
Well, that's a wonder. It was there, in the varieties. Ah, I have it here.
The talented Vincent Crummles, long favourably known to fame as a country manager and actor of no ordinary pretensions, is about to cross the Atlantic on a histrionic expedition. Crummles is to be accompanied, we hear, by his wife and gifted family. Crummles is quite certain to succeed. America.
That's right, sir.
With all the company?
Well, not exactly, no. I must admit there has been some retrenchment since we saw you last. Finances, sir, the main reason. As always, finance. But there have been departures, too. Miss Nevelici has left us.
Miss Nevelici?
Yes, yes. To marry the good-looking young wax chandler who supplied the candles to the Portsmouth Theatre and apparently deliriously happy.
Oh.
So we thought, we have a fair start. The Americans are much devoted to grand gesture and the melodrama, and that's always been our speciality. Then who knows, we might buy that plot of land, support ourselves in our old age.
I think, sir, as always, you have acted wisely.
See, it is herself approaching.
Mr. Johnson! What an unexpected joy. And Mrs. Johnson.
Miss?
Oh, well, here
I'm very pleased to see everyone.
So, are you coming to tonight's performance? It is positively, quite unalterably, the last performance.
Oh, I know, but sadly, I regret that.
Regret? That is all that I remember of you, Mr. Johnson. All the time regretting.
I know, but I have, unfortunately, to be up at dawn for a journey of my own.
And if not regretting, then farewelling, Mr. Johnson.
Yes. I'm afraid, Yes. Yes.
We were a happy little company, Johnson. You and I never had a word. I shall be very glad tomorrow morning to remember that I saw you once again. Now I almost wish you hadn't come.
And Mr. Johnson submitted to another hug with even better grace than before, if that were possible. And waving his hat as cheerfully as he could, took farewell of the Vincent Crummleses.
The next morning, Nicholas began his journey. It was, by now, cold winter weather.
And sometimes he would recognize some place which he had passed on his journey up to Yorkshire, or on the long walk back.
And as night fell, it began to snow, and everything became as he remembered it.
And it was easy to believe that everything that had since happened had been but a dream, and that he and Smike were plodding wearily along the road to London, the world before them.
Where's he been?
I dunno.
Dunno? Come on, Wackford, something's happened, we know that.
We heard your ma crying through the parlour window.
Heard your sister screaming in the night. Tell us what happened, Wackford. Or There's no telling what we'll do.
Me ma!
Yeah, what?
Me ma said...
Yeah?
Pa's got to be transported to Australia. And some old lady with him. And one man he's worked for is going to jail. And another's got in hand herself. What else you want to know?
Right then.
What's going on? Where's Wackford? It's Brimstone Treacle morning. Every boy into line. Quick! Quickly! What are you thinking of? Fast boy.
Fast boy Tompkins, 12, a cripple.
Second boy, Cobby, 13, a cripple.
Third, Peters, 7, blind.
Fourth boy,
Jackson. What? Johnny Jackson. Oh, eh? Fifth boy, Boulder.
Boulder. Then Boulder.
Six. Counts. 8.
What? What have you gone mad?
Said 8.
No! No! You... 8!
What now? It's end of term. It's break up. So let's break up. Break it all up.
here, eh?
Lisa, Squid is in prison, sir, and going to be transported, sir, and...
We're breaking out! Well, I'll not stop you. But don't hurt the women, eh? And where's Mrs.?
Run away.
And little fat one?
Gone with her.
And Fanny? Right then. That's it.
Can we go now, sir?
Yes. Yes, go. Go run away as far as possible. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt anyone, but yes. Break it all up.
And go! Go! Go!
Browdy, and your friend as well, excited all our boys to run away, but we will pay you out for it. Even if our pa's unfortunate and been trod down by his enemies, we will pay you out, I promise. You, and him, and Tilda.
No, they won't. I tell you, Fanny, I'm right glad the old man's been caught out at last, but you'll have plenty to suffer from without me crowing. More than that, you'll need a friend or two to help you get away from here. And here we are, ready to give the helping hand. So you're coming?
Come on, Fanny. Please.
Well then, bloodshed, riot, eh?
Thank God at least it's over.
And for some days after, the countryside around was overrun with boys.
And some were found crying under hedges, frightened by the solitude.
One was discovered sleeping in a yard nearby the building.
And another wandered 20 miles across the fields and then lost courage and lay down there in the snow and slept.
And in the course of time, the hall and its final breaking up began to be forgotten by the neighbors.
Or only to be spoken of as among things that had been.
When her term of mourning had expired, Madeleine gave her hand and fortune to Nicholas.
And at the same time, and on the same day, Kate became Mrs. Frank Cheeryble.
And it had been expected that Tim Linkinwater and Miss Nickleby would have made a third couple on the occasion.
But they declined. And 2 or 3 weeks afterwards went out together one morning before breakfast.
And
Coming home with merry faces.
were found to have been quietly married that day.
And the money which Nicholas acquired in right of his wife, he invested in the firm of the Cheeryble brothers, in which Frank had become a partner.
And before many years elapsed, the business began to be carried on in the names of Cheeryble and Nickleby.
So that Mrs. Nickleby's prophetic anticipations were realized at last.
The twin brothers retired. Who needs to be told that they were happy?
They were surrounded by happiness of their own creation, and lived but to increase it.
And the first act of Nicholas, when he became a rich and prosperous merchant, was to buy his father's old farm.
And soon he and his wife were blessed with a group of lovely children.
And within a stone's throw, there was another such retreat, enlivened by children's voices, too.
And here lived Kate, with many new cares and occupations.
But still the same true, loving creature and gentle sister, as she'd been in her girlish days.
And Mrs. Nickleby lived sometimes with her daughter and sometimes with her son.
and spent much time relating her experience.
Especially on the matter of the management and bringing up of children.
With much solemnity and importance.
And there was one grey-haired, quiet, harmless gentleman
who lived in a little cottage hard by Nicholas's house, and in his absence attended to the supervision of affairs.
His chief delight and pleasure was the children.
With whom he became a child himself, and master of the revels. The little people could do nothing without old Newman Knox.
And as time went by, the house in which young Nicholas and Kate had spent their childhood was altered and enlarged to accommodate the growing family.
But no old rooms were ever pulled down.
No old tree was ever rooted up.
Nothing with which there was the least association of old bygone times and childhood days was ever cut down.
Or removed.
Or even checked.